Hi, I'm Barry Spielman, Product Marketing Director for ERP at Priority Software, and thank you so much for joining us for our webinar today. Today we're going to discuss something that's kind of out there for quite some time. NAV is going end of life. Now, it's no secret that there are a lot of companies out there who have NAV implementations, the last of which was 2018. This version, NAV 2018, is going to be end of life in January of 2028, but already now the support is not totally there. And there are those who have implementations from before November of 2018. So these folks are at a decision tree, basically, at this point, at a intersection. And that's what we want to discuss today. There's a dilemma. And from there, we're going to discuss the alternatives that are available to people who are in this situation. So this is a great opportunity for you to introduce Libi Shmuely, my co-host here in the webinar, an expert in the pre-sales here at Priority Software. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you, Barry. It's good to be here. Thank you for our audience.
This is going to be fun. Look forward to doing this together. So this is the agenda, basically, of what we want to accomplish today. We're going to talk about that dilemma that folks may find themselves in to either look at a new implementation and do a technical upgrade, or keep their NAV systems, all of which may be working for various different companies. And then we're going to make the assumption that folks who might be doing a new implementation are going to look at other alternatives. So we're going to present Priority Software as one of those alternatives that folks could be looking at.
A great alternative.
And we'll show our value added to the story, and then we're going to show a demo. We'd like to invite our viewers to ask questions via the portal of the webinar, and we will get back to you either during the webinar or after the webinar.
Yeah, in person, don't worry.
We'll get back to every single one. So that's where we are, and I think that we're ready to get started. So let's open up this dilemma a little bit more. Okay, we know that basically there are three choices. You can stay with the NAV implementation, even though there might not be support. You could do a technical upgrade, or you could do a totally new implementation. What can you tell me about this dilemma?
Sure. So like you said, Barry, there are basically three choices for companies who have NAV versions installed. And the first is that they can keep working with their current versions. The problem with that is that as of now, there is no support for Microsoft other than the extended support, which only includes security support. Already now, users can no longer access new features or any non-security updates or design changes. And this may or may not be problematic for companies. Not everyone faces the same challenges.
Right.
But not being able to access new features and design changes can hinder their ability to implement required statutory adjustments, compliance issues, or localizations. And in 2028, the security support will end too, meaning that they could be at risk. The issue here isn't only the fact that they may be potentially vulnerable, but also that they will be missing out on all of the new features and technologies that are incorporated into the latest ERP versions. Whether that be Business Central or anyone else.
Right. So that's true. So this makes a lot of sense. So in the first context, they could stay with what they've got, but they run the risk that, first of all, they're very dependent on the partner who they're with to provide this support, because they're not getting it.
They need a very skilled implementer.
Because they're not getting it from Microsoft.
Yeah.
Okay, and like we said, it can work. It can work for folks. The second possibility, though, is that they decide to do a technical upgrade, because they'd be missing out on all the stuff that you were saying that comes. So if they're going to do a technical upgrade, which is possible and may very well be the best path for companies and the quickest way, to Business Central, which is the version that Microsoft has been selling since 2018, when the last NAV version in that series. The problem with that is most companies, this is again, we're assuming that most companies out there have considerable customizations, and not all these customizations are going to be able to translate in doing a technical upgrade. And to keep a lot of these customizations is going to cost some money.
Yeah.
All right. And like you said, they may be missing out on what you would get in the latest versions that of Business Central or anyone else. Now, again, this might be a good solution, and I want to point out, I think this is important to point out to our audience, the goal here is not to tell you what to do or even advise you what to do. You really need to do your homework here. You need to do due diligence, implementing an ERP system, whether it's basically upgrading from spreadsheets or doing a new implementation of an ERP system because you've outgrown your old one, which is what we're really talking about in this case, it's a big deal. It's a big decision. You know, you hear a lot when we've been at events and we hear analysts that it's not an IT decision. It's a business decision because your ERP needs to last with you and grow with you. Sure. No one knows what's going to be in a few years. The goals of the company might be changed. There's dynamics in the world that nobody can foresee.
You might miss out a lot of things.
And you might miss out on all the new stuff that's being developed. And so it needs to grow with you. So therefore, when you make this decision, you really need to take a lot of things into account. What we're trying to do here is just present this dilemma, and in the context of alternatives, also present some of those alternatives. So we've talked about what it would be to stay with NAV, even without the Microsoft support, and it runs its own risks. A technical upgrade may be a good solution, but it also has its challenges. And that leads us to the junction or the decision point, which is that people may be saying, hey, let's just do a total new implementation. And if you're going to do a total implementation, basically you could do it with Business Central, which may make perfect sense for you. But if you're already doing a totally new implementation, then you might want to be considering alternatives because your company may be at a different place and things that are important to you today may not be the same that they were before. And if you're going to be considering another alternative, well, that opens the door to considering other solutions other than Business Central, including Priority, which is where I think we want to take this conversation from this point going forward. So let me ask you, okay, in terms of Priority, what would be some of the, sort of at the tip of an iceberg, from 30,000 feet, what would be some of the main things that stand out in the Priority solution?
So, unlike the traditional idea of a single heavy system running organizations, Priority functions more like an orchestra conductor, managing diverse users, various user interfaces, allowing external contacts to interact with my system, integrating with third-party apps, just ensuring that everything works seamlessly together. So operating as a platform involves several key aspects we will discuss during our webinar, and they are flexibility, openness, mobile and user experience and user interface, public cloud, and functionality.
Okay, so we're going to dissect it one at a time. Very important features of Priority as a platform.
As a platform,
okay, so
exactly.
Go ahead. Why don't you get started with that?
All right, so let's start with the flexibility. We understand that a one-size-fits-all approach doesn't work. Organizations now expect systems that are customized to their needs and adaptable to changes, not in a traditional tailor-made way, but in a way that intelligently and dynamically fits your requirements, allowing you to scale up or down with ease. And Priority is an incredibly flexible system. And this flexibility is evident in every aspect. We'll explore this in detail shortly. At Priority, we're committed to empowering users to adapt the system to their needs without the need of programming tools. Everything you need is right at your fingertips.
There you go. Okay.
So, we can't conduct a webinar without saying the buzzword AI.
Okay.
So just to keep you informed, Priority uses smart AI algorithms to provide intelligent workspace recommendation. And these include personalized suggestions for shortcuts on your homepage, screen adjustments based on your actual usage, visibility of specific tabs, next best actions in each form, and many more. So each user receives their unique recommendations tailored to their actual usage of the system, ensuring an optimized and personalized experience within the system. So this is really nice. And what I showed you in my previous slide are the system's recommendations. Of course, that each user can personalize the system according to their needs. Our homepage provides access to everything you need in your day-to-day work. So user can create their own shortcuts to forms, reports, and programs they commonly use. And within each form, you can also change the field names to meet your organization's unique terminology. You can create tabs, move fields to different areas of the system, or even hide them if they're unnecessary. Don't worry, nothing is deleted. You can just show it back in a click of a button. And the design can be done by user, a group of user, roles, and so on.
All right, so you've been talking about all this flexibility, personalization, but there's another type of flexibility that's very important in Priority System, and that's as a system or as the platform, it grows with the company. We mentioned before the importance of making decisions about implementation that really will last, that will grow with you, because the world is a very dynamic place. So here we're able to grow with the company, okay, as things change. So how do we do that? How is that flexibility reflected in the system?
Okay, so as we've seen, as you mentioned, flexibility affects all aspects of the system, starting from the amount of users, the way it looks and designed, and of course, all the work processes. And in Priority, we have a no-code intelligent workflows tool for each process in the system so that each company can really determine their unique work process for everything in the system.
This can be noticed in also BPM as business process management, although it's intelligent workflows, right?
Absolutely. So here in our slide, we can see, for example, the business process of approving an invoice. So I can determine the steps of approvals and the automation during this process. For example, like automatically send an email to the next approver or send a reminder if the invoice is pending for a certain amount of time. I can send push notifications for specific users during, using Priority Mobile and many more. So no matter how you work, Priority will adjust itself accordingly and also help you make the process more efficient.
All right, so this is great, but so now let's shift a little bit, because I want to, every ERP has something that's very cool, and sometimes one ERP has stuff that others doesn't have, but I want to focus on some of the very cool stuff that we've got, okay, that fall into the categories that we're talking about, things like the portal generator and the mobile app generator. Can you expand a little bit on this?
Yeah, so we'll talk about them, but let's talk about the flexibility aspect of them.
Right, we're still in the context of flexibility.
Yes, we're still there. So, the portal builder allows us to generate a personalized web portal with our unique logo, color scheme, and branding, as we can see on the screen right now.
Right.
And also here we can see a mobile app that I created according to a process I need for a sales order.
How long did it take you?
Like several minutes, really. Okay. It's like really easy to do.
Yeah, probably good at it too, but yeah.
Thank you. So the common between them is that Priority provides a no-code tool that allows us the capability to create and design personalized apps, really, apps, web portals within minutes for our own use. Both the mobile and the portal are the same database of the system, just a different UI. So it really complies with all your business logic, rules, privileges of the system, so you don't need to define them separately. Everything you define on the desktop reflects on, all apps and portals. So another example of how flexible and sophisticated Priority is our analytics tool, and that it really allows, users to build self-service reports. And using Priority Analytics, users can build reports and display fields from any form in the system, may it be standard or customized forms, and fields also. And when you add a module, you can automatically use it in the report builder. And thanks to these capabilities, organizations are able to quickly draw valuable conclusions and make database-based management decisions. And the reports built using this code can be used in multi-company or single-company mode. Include all kinds of mathematical functions, grouping, sorting, and more. And you can also add visualizations and graphics to create, a dashboard from multiple reports.
All very, very important.
That's very nice. And I can tell you and our audience.
This is just between us?
It's just us. Don't tell to anyone else. In Priority Labs, we're working on the next step, which is using AI for prediction and forecasting.
Excellent. Okay, so let's go back to the original. We had the list of different subjects we were talking about. One was flexibility, one was UI, one of them was openness.
Sure.
Okay, and openness is one of the main features that people talk about when they talk about Priority, the ability to interact with other systems. What's the story here?
Okay, so as I mentioned before, the role of the ERP system, has changed. So Priority serves as a single point of truth, but not as a single point of data. So, it's very important for us to, no longer stand alone. We're part of a whole story. And we understand that organizations want to work with the best of breed systems and they still need to have a centralized view in a system that gathers all the data, for a comprehensive view.
Right.
And that's why openness is such an important part of our strategy. And, we support it in 3 different levels, as we can see. So the first level is the connecting tools like APIs, ODBC, and webhooks. It allows us to build, an unlimited number of custom-made integrations, to support specific needs. We discussed the analytics tool before, the analytics report builder. So we actually based it on the ODBC capability. So it really allowed us to develop this tool for our users. And we use it ourselves, of course.
Not talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk.
Absolutely.
As well.
True. So this is the first level of APIs and all these integrations. The second level offers users ready-to-use connectors, and these are plug-and-play connectors that independent software vendors built for a wide range of complementary services to the ERP system, like Monday, Salesforce, Shopify, Expensify, and many more. And we have about 150 connectors, and we keep adding more and more each year. And we're very proud of this extensive ecosystem of Priority. Our audience can, find the full list of connectors in Priority's marketplace, from our website. And we're very proud of those, ready-to-use connectors. It's really amazing. And the third level that we can see is an embedded integration. And in certain cases, some of our integrations are embedded into Priority software as an inherent part of our offering, such as digital banking, shipping process, automation of sales tax calculation, and many more. So these are the 3 levels that we can discuss about openness.
Very comprehensive. Okay, so let's go to the mobile. Let's spend a little more time on the mobile. It's such a key. I mean, you can't do anything these days without the mobile.
That's true.
So where are we in this?
So, our constantly changing world requires us to be able working from anywhere. So we offer an alternative user interface for a different kind of users, with the native mobile apps and the native web portal. So our mobile apps can be used by mobile first users like sales agents and technicians, but not only. It can also be used by managers or drivers as well. It doesn't have to be just the traditional first users. And thanks to the app and the app builder, I can define any process from the desktop that I need on my phone, including presenting a catalog view, signing, approving documents, making payments, scanning barcodes, and many more. And our unique web portal allows external contacts to take actions in our system and interact with it in a self-service experience, according to the specific privileges that we provide them, So they can open a service call or create a sales order in a catalog view and many more. So both tools are, the same database as the system, just a different UI. So no sync is required between them. Every action that you take on each one of those apps or portal reflected immediately in the system, in all the devices.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Okay, so now let's move to the cloud. Okay, nothing today is without the cloud. But here's something actually cool. I actually came from the cyber world before I came back to ERP. I'd been in the ERP business a long time ago. And I remember, those of us who've been around a while remember that, moving to the cloud was always a little bit of a, people were afraid, they didn't know how it was safe, it certainly wasn't secure. Well, today, everything's in the cloud and everyone's moving to the cloud, and it's probably more secure there than elsewhere. So it's also a very important part of our story as well.
True. So first of all, Priority has been on cloud since 2007, okay, and we are working on multiple clouds. So here I'll talk about some of the key features of our SaaS offering. So the system is available in real time from anywhere and anytime via desktop, mobile, tablet, or any other device. Okay? It really saves you valuable time and resources because you don't need to take care of all the backups, the database, upgrades. Everything is under the hosting of Priority, so we include everything in our offering. And also, we have a full redundancy and business continuity in case of, data center failures and a disaster recovery plan. And our cloud is monitored at all time with NOC, and it's also SOC 1, SOC 2, and ISO 27001 certified.
Check.
Yes, absolutely. So it's highly secured. And the cloud also has many advantages on the scalability aspect,
Sure.
as it enables, gradual, steady growth, serving from a few to several thousands of users in individual, data storage to ensure complete isolation, for business data. And, this is really important when talking about the cloud.
That's great. So I also want to point out one thing about the cloud. I mean, it's very important to note that Priority has been noted by some of the top analysts for its cloud offering. For example, we've been in the Magic Quadrant for cloud ERP multiple years.
That's true.
And also in IDC's latest report, the MarketScape just came out recently, again, put us as a major player for the cloud ERP. So I just wanted to point that out as well. Now, regarding functionality, which is again one of the things we said at the beginning, one of the main things.
Which is the fifth key feature that we're discussing today.
We're getting it. But this is one of those things that also is people highlight about Priority, talk about it, are very comprehensive functionality, which we may have the most comprehensive functionality offering out there.
So yeah, that's true. Priority is really rich with functionality. And it comes with two types of systems, the commercial system and the production system. Mm-hmm. And each one contains its own, core models and functionalities. And on top of them, you can also add models like project management, service, rentals model, planning tools, warehouse management, revenue recognition, and many more.
Okay. One other thing I did want to bring up, we're getting close to, want to show the demo to folks, but one of the things I want to bring up is multi-company.
True.
It's very important. Companies today have businesses around the world, they have localization, and all sorts of things that they got to deal with. What do we do in the multi-company aspect?
Okay, so Priority offers multi-company management with our master data management module that allows us to seamlessly manage multiple entities, with ease and precision. And through the following features, you can really define the relationships between companies, the master data company and distribution to other companies. Mm-hmm. According to that, you can define and automate business rules, workflows, triggers, electronic interfaces, define consolidated report, for example, profit and loss consolidated report. And also, to create and monitor company budget, material raw planning, serials, and more. So, for each company, you can determine the accessible data for each user in the system, in the company. So this solution makes everything, very easy, automated, and convenient.
All right, Libi, thank you for that. This is a high-level overview of Priority. It's sort of tip of the iceberg. But now what we want to do is we want to show you a demo of the system, pre-recorded, 17 minutes, but good and detailed. It will give you a good idea of what we've been talking about, but to see it from the inside. Of course, we welcome you to get in touch with us to show you some more, but let's now go to the demo, and then after that we'll come back and we'll take some questions.
Stay tuned.
Welcome to Priority Software. This is your homepage, which gives you access to anything you need within the Priority platform. Think of it as your gateway to Priority ERP's vast array of features covering a multitude of content worlds. Take a glimpse at these tiles, or widgets, which are tailor-made for me, reflecting best practices suited to my role and profile in the organization, and adapting to my habits, letting me personalize my workspace. And they're not just shortcuts, they're here to help you in your daily workflow, highlighting tasks I need to address, like the 16 sales orders needing my attention. And yes, if you're feeling adventurous, you're free to customize the homepage to your liking. The homepage also gives me quick access to the Last Actions pane, which reveals items I've recently interacted with. Also, the search tool, which is like having a personal assistant ready to fetch any item within the system, including content in attachments and text on forms. The system will also offer recommendations on widgets to add to your homepage based on your individual usage. Next, let's take a look at the Finance menu. This menu covers all the financial areas of your business, including accounts receivable, accounts payable, and ledger entries. But there's more. We're talking about budget control, cost allocation, fixed assets, and other gems not typically found in standard ERP systems. Under the Inventory Management menu, we can manage parts, warehouses, and transactions, plus discover top-tier WMS complete with optimization recommendations and an advanced delivery planning tool. Priority doesn't stop there. It extends its capabilities to CRM, sales, purchasing, manufacturing, project management, service management, and robust reporting. Today we're zooming in on the order-to-pay process, showcasing Priority's versatility across different user experiences. Whether you're in the office or on the go, Priority has something for everyone. Priority offers different user experiences for different types of users, enabling them to use Priority from a wide range of platforms. Our first user type will be external users, such as customers, who can access a self-service experience that rivals any e-commerce platform. In the customer portal, we display a dashboard tailored with relevant information created for the customer, like current balance, for example. The side menu lays out all actionable items and reports for this customer. And with a click on the New Order button, we can take the customer to the New Order entry page where they can place an order themselves. This may look like an ordinary e-commerce solution, one that lets you select items, view prices, and check inventory, but it's much more than that. This is not an external solution, but an integrated, sophisticated, yet simple to use Priority tool with feature-rich capabilities, allowing you to customize different options for a range of user types, whether it's customers or vendors. Let's return to the Priority platform and take a look at the portal generator, which is the back-end management system of the portal we were just looking at. Through the portal generator back-end builder, and a matter of just minutes, without a single line of code, I've selected the features and business processes that I'd like to be available throughout this portal. These features and processes were selected from the standard core system as well as from customized ones. In my example, I have chosen to create a portal to present the information regarding a sales order. I am defining exactly what my customers can see and do simply by checking the relevant checkboxes. Here are some of the options available for me to choose from: a TV view, a calendar view, a wizard type process, and more. All changes made here are automatically deployed in real time in the portal, enabling me the flexibility to adapt to evolving business needs. The power behind this no-code builder is a game changer, allowing me to swiftly adjust my portal to meet evolving business needs and explore new markets. With this tool, changes are not just simple, they're immediate, ensuring our portal always aligns with our markets, our strategies, and workflows. Similarly, the mobile application generator, accessed by using the tile on my homepage, enables me to define mobile apps by selecting the features and business processes for my users in the field, again without coding and in a matter of minutes. Once defined, apps are automatically deployed to all relevant users in real time, keeping them connected and informed wherever they are. Talking about mobile apps, let's see an example. Mobile-first users are another type of user that Priority supports. As a salesperson visiting a customer, I can rely on the Priority mobile app for everything. With visibility of all the customer's details, using navigation tools directly in the app, I can send email, make a call, log an activity, and more, all at my fingertips. I can also prepare and finalize a sales order together with the customer. I can show them the parts catalog, and now this process becomes a collaborative effort, showing our catalog's rich details with images, price, and availability. I can click on the item the customer wants, and the sales order is ready. Priority's unique platform is based on rich functionalities and specific business logic, which allows me to leverage device capabilities as part of my many daily work processes. For example, I can scan a barcode, use my device's camera to actually take a picture of the item, have a customer sign and approve a document, also receive push notifications, and much more. I am able to define apps for any type of user. The Priority mobile app is not only available for mobile-first users, such as field service engineers, but also for managers who are not necessarily using it in the field, but would like access to it without logging in the Priority. Let's switch gears again. Back at the home page, I will open the sales order form. We can see a list of all the orders that have been recorded using portals or mobile apps like those we just reviewed. When I open a form, the system already knows what I'm looking for and displays the relevant orders for me. Priority recognizes my patterns, and the system's AI engine constantly learns my habits. For example, reviewing yesterday's orders each morning and automatically applies this insight to streamline my workflow. Here, the system saved this default search for me and executes it for me automatically. I'm also able to manually save searches based on the information on screen and bookmark these views. Tailored recommendations ensure that I'm presented with the most relevant information and arranged in a way that maximizes efficiency for me. My colleagues who are working with the same forms will also receive tailored recommendations based on their usage patterns. Some examples of AI recommendations include next best actions, specific pieces of data, and anything that will allow me to perform the easiest and most efficient manner possible. Navigating through our orders list, I'm equipped with a suite of tools that significantly enhance productivity. In this ocean of data, tools like column rearrangement, sorting, filtering, summarizing, and color coding for quick reference transform data management from a chore to a breeze. The colors are automatically displayed based on predefined database rules. Take, for example, missing values in the payment terms field or unexplained low profit percentages. And when it's time to dig even deeper, exporting data to Excel becomes a powerful tool for further analysis. And our journey doesn't end here. From recording orders manually, adhering to Priority's business logic, to navigating the seamless integration of sales, inventory, and financial processes, Priority ERP showcases its no-code, intelligent workflow tools through the portal or the mobile app. After reviewing all of yesterday's orders, it's time to proceed to the next step in our business process. Here, we utilize a no-code, intelligent workflow tool to tailor the business processes to our needs. We define the process steps, the permissible paths between them, and implement a variety of data-based and rule-based automations. For instance, I can set up to automatically dispatch an email with the order confirmation to the customer, trigger a push notification for a mobile user, or even activate an interface with a third-party system through webhooks. Again, thanks to the no-code design, it is remarkably user-friendly, allowing for effortless adjustments to our processes and workflow as business needs evolve. Switching perspectives to the customer's view, they just received an order confirmation email in their inbox. A quick glance at the attachment reveals every detail of their order, showcasing the versatility of our system to adapt printout formats according to our needs. At the bottom of the form, we have a secure payment button. A simple click redirects me to a payments page. Here the invoice lays out what's due, and with a few keystrokes, the payment is made, be it via credit card or other available options we've set up. And just like that, the transaction is seamlessly recorded in Priority, bypassing any manual back office effort. I'll continue this process from the user's side. The entire journey is handled start to finish by our customer, independently and effortlessly. We're talking a streamlined paperless process that not only boosts our sustainability efforts, but also enhances the customer's digital experience. Now let's pivot back to our main application to see what's next from the user's perspective. On this receipt form, we're getting a clear view of the payments our customers have made. Next up, the Automation Hub. This is where the magic happens, automatically moving us to the next phase by generating an invoice for each receipt. Given the volume of receipts, manually creating an invoice for each would be a daunting, repetitive task. Thankfully, Priority ERP's RPA capabilities step into the automation of this process, saving us valuable time and effort. Let's dive into how this automation works in action. Diving deeper into Priority's Automation Hub, it's a powerhouse for setting up a variety of automations. Think auto-filling data or crafting automatic business rules. These features are designed to smooth out our workflows, cut down on manual tasks, and sharply reduce the chance of errors. And just like the other tools we've explored today, this is a no-code solution. That means it's incredibly user-friendly, allowing us to apply it across any business process we need with simplicity and efficiency. With our invoices sorted, we're moving forward in our workflow. Next on the agenda, planning deliveries to our customers. It's worth noting that the timing of the delivery process can vary widely, tailored to each company's unique operations. And here's where Priority shines again. It's armed with an array of advanced inventory management tools, including a sophisticated warehouse management system. This system streamlines the picking, packing, and replenishment process, making it easier than ever to ensure our products reach our customers efficiently and accurately. Here's a glance at our advanced delivery planning tool in action. I start by selecting orders, organizing them by delivery dates, and grouping them into specific distribution routes. The magic happens when we see these planned drops visually represented on the map. In this demonstration, I adjust a specific order from one route to another. Initially, the total route mileage stands at 39, but with quick optimization, watch as it drops to 23, a substantial reduction showcasing the powerful optimization capabilities of our system. This is more than just numbers. It's about efficiency, sustainability, and smarter logistics. Alongside logistical processes, Priority manages accounting and financial tasks. With receipts and invoices recorded, it's time for account reconciliation. Manual labor? Not on my watch. A simple click on the Reconcile Automatically button does the heavy lifting. Our system employs a smart algorithm to match entries effortlessly, leaving me to handle any exceptions. The user can use the system's predefined matching logic or dictate their own. In my routine, I lean heavily on the array of predefined reports available in Priority, navigating between the sales order reports and executive reports menus to find the perfect fit for my needs. Beyond these, I tap into the power of Priority's analytics tools. This isn't just any analytics tool, it's built on Priority's dynamic semantic layer, layered right above the business application layer, offering me the flexibility to pull in any feature I require for my reporting, whether that's from the standard offerings or custom-made functionalities. What makes this tool stand out is our sensitivity to user-specific definitions, like privileges, empowering me to craft my reports on a robust, self-service platform. This level of customization and controls turns data into actionable insights, tailor-made to support my decision. Building reports is a breeze with this no-code tool, allowing for comprehensive view of any system process and aiding in informed decision-making. This powerful analytics tool can give me visibility to any process in the system and provide me with the insights I need to make data-driven decisions and the flexibility to customize or add reports if my needs change. Here's a practical example of the power at our fingertips. I've crafted a report using this tool, displaying orders alongside their corresponding invoices and receipts. This visualization immediately highlights any discrepancies or gaps in the process, allowing for quick identification and resolution. The beauty of this tool is in its simplicity and flexibility. Adding a column to the report is straightforward. I simply select a necessary field and position it precisely where it's needed. And the scope? It's not limited to sales orders or invoices. I can pull in fields from anywhere in the system, offering a comprehensive view of our operations. Moreover, customizing the report layout with groupings, headings, and subtotals is just as easy, ensuring that the information is presented in the most digestible and actionable format. Our journey through data doesn't end with reporting. The forthcoming integration of ML-powered predictive data analytics promises to further revolutionize how we interpret and act on data. Throughout this demo, you've seen how the system's personalization options can impact every aspect of work. From organizing the workspace with AI-based recommendations for the homepage and form design, to tailored processes with intelligent workflows that include automated icons, alerts, and reminders. We also explored customizing portals and mobile apps with our no-code generators and creating tailored documents for external stakeholders. These tools, designed for easy use right out of the box, are integral to our platform, ensuring a superior user experience for all our customers and our commitment to providing a seamless, no-code experience that caters to every facet of your business needs.
Okay, so that was a demo. We hopefully that will be of interest to everyone, get a really good view of what we've been talking about and seeing it inside the system.
Yeah.
So now, as we get close to the end of the webinar,
Yeah, thanks for staying with us.
That's it. We're going to go to some questions. So we have time for a few of them. And again, those we don't have time for, we will get back to you personally. So
Okay,
let's
see.
go to the
Take
first
off my
question.
glasses.
There you go.
Okay, bring it on. What have you been asking?
What have
us,
been asking?
guys?
What's the data migration process from another system to Priority?
Okay, that's a good question. So, the process is relatively easy. You can extract the data from your system. We have a built-in data migration model that you can really, test the data before uploading it to the system. And in general, it's very easy to upload data to Priority, as easy as copy-paste from Excel sheets. So that's really easy.
Sounds easy.
It is.
Okay. All right.
Let's see, what else?
Question 2. What are my options to get professional services and support from Priority in my region?
Okay, that's a good question. So, Priority is a global company. We have presence of over, 70 countries around the globe. And we have our own branches and in-house implementers, but we also have a varied ecosystem of partners that sell and implement Priority with a vast experience. So we are sure that everyone can find, the service provider that best fits their needs. And if you want to, consult with us, you can always contact us and we'll find the right party for you to address.
All right, so let's look at the third question here. Does the portal require a programmer? I'm assuming it's the portal generator.
Yeah, okay. So as we discussed, both of our portal and apps generators are no-code tools. They're very easy and intuitive to use. And it really allows you to build your own apps, according to the unique processes you need in the mobile app and also the web portal, within minutes. And we have many no-code tools. It's really the core of our product, to allow customers to build their own, and define their own unique work processes.
And workflows, we said before.
Yes.
Those are also no code.
Across the system.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we have time left for one question,
one more question. And then we'll get
Okay.
back to you folks that we don't have time for. What's unique about your WMS tool, warehouse management system?
Okay, it's a good question. Yeah. So the WMS, the warehouse management system tool, is an advanced tool for planning and monitoring all the warehouse activities, including directed picking, replenishment, and put away. It automates the routine tasks, like shipment preparations and good receipts, returns, and transfers. They can create inventory documents automatically, and it also interfaces with other systems, allowing the inventory data input through electronic devices. So,
and then one thing I think that I want to stress that you mentioned it, but I just want to stress that it's native.
Yes, of course. Everything we mentioned are
everything
native
we've talked about is native.
Models of the system,
a lot of
native
folks
apps.
might have WMS systems, but not all of them are native to third party. That's a big deal.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're reaching the end of the webinar, and I just want to do a quick summary. Okay, so at the beginning, we discussed the dilemma that companies might be facing and the choices that they have available. For those of you or those people who have NAV implementations from 2018 and earlier, we understand that end of life is coming in another few years, in January of 2028. And already now, the only thing that's available is extended service, which is security. So you have the opportunity, obviously, to continue to use it, working with a partner that knows what he's doing on this regard, do a technical upgrade to Business Central, or do a new implementation to Business Central or to anyone else. And the anyone else could, of course, include looking at Priority software, which is what we try to show you now, and This last slide here is showing you a sort of a recap of what we discussed, sort of a tip of the iceberg of the abilities of the priority system. And of course, we showed you a more in-depth demo, which we hope was an eye-opener for you, or gave you the information. And we invite you, of course, to be in touch with us in the future to learn more.
You can also, make contact with our pre-sales teams around the world, to ask for a demo, and we can, interact with you directly.
Okay, so as we reach the end here, I want to again urge you to reach out to us. You can reach out to us via our website, and we'd be happy to speak with you and give you more information. This is also a great opportunity for you. Thank you, Libi. Thank you so much for joining me. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you, Barry. I had a great time.
Okay, me too. Libi Shmuely, expert in pre-sales here at Priority. Thank you so much for joining me. And thanks to all of you. We know that you have busy days, busy schedules, and joining us for this is not something that we take for granted. We appreciate your time, we appreciate your interest, and we look forward to hosting you in future webinars. Until then, have a great day.
Thank you, guys. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.